What we love about this way of traveling is the variety. Sometimes we are close to a city or village where we enjoy the convenience of shops, laundromats, restaurants and terraces, or immerse ourselves in local history and culture. And other times we are close to a nature reserve where we can fully enjoy of beauty and tranquility. We are still at our anchorage in El Rompido, and we are fortunate that there is a beautiful nature reserve to visit on the other side of the river. It reminds us a bit of Colatra in Portugal, only this time we have arrived in sunny Spain. So it's already day 4 in this magnificent anchorage. And today we are exploring the other side of this river, this small piece of headland between this river and the sea. And ready to do a hike through nature?
Of course!
It's gonna be on barefoot, eh?
I know, you told me. That was not okay.
This is really slippery, this mud. Okay.
And pull!
Yeah, pull. This is a free foot massage. You need to come out now. Huh?
Yeah, indeed, it's muddy.
Feels good, eh, on your feet?
No, I don't like it.
Oh, it's getting deep. That's okay, it's okay. That's far enough. That's,
Oh my.
Great, eh?
And now, Mr. Anthony?
Now we walk on barefoot, eh? Until it dries. Just gonna pull the dinghy a little bit further on shore. Normally it shouldn't be a problem because it's after high tide, but no!
It was your plan.
Yeah. We finally made it to shore, but where on earth were we supposed to go on the hiking trail? No, we cannot use it. I hoped I can use this bucket to wash our feet, but it won't work. Through here is a path. The Real de la Almadraba de Nueva Umbria, declared as a cultural heritage site, includes a series of industrial buildings. It was built in 1928 by the Almadrabero National Consortium to exploit the Nueva Umbria trap at the mouth of the Piedras River. I don't know what this is. It has something to do with fishing, but I have no clue. This fishing technique was practiced by the tuna fishermen of the region. The tuna were lured into the river, and once there, they were surrounded by fishing boats with large nets and from there brought to land. The tuna was processed in the factory built on the river bank. The boilers were used to melt tar to protect their boats, nets and working materials against the influence of salt water. This colony of seasonal fishermen existed until the 1970s and was then abandoned. In 2015 it was decided to restore this site to its original state and make it part of a nature reserve.
A nice walking path.
Yeah, it is. I can hear the ocean already. How beautiful is this? It's like a postcard. So this is what I hear every evening at the anchorage. The sound of breaking waves on the beach. Let's make our feet dirty again.
Almost. Yeah.
The next morning the wind was right, the sea was calm, so time to pick up the anchor and sail towards Cadiz with a stopover in Bonanza. Bonanza is on the same river as Seville, so if you want to go with the boat to Seville you can use that river, but that's really complicated because there's a lock and there's a bridge and it opens only once a day at 10 p.m. so we are not going to do that. At the start of the trip there was only a gentle breeze but a smooth sea.
Spinnaker time.
So it was the ideal time to take out our spinnaker again. Maybe it won't be for long because a wind shift was predicted, but every knot won is one. So let's go! Okay. So, spinnaker time is already over. The wind shifted as predicted and we had to sail too much upwind to use the spinnaker. So we are back on head sail and mainsail only. But we are doing 6.7 knots over ground, so I'm happy with that. We just passed the river of Bonanza, but we have decided to skip Bonanza today because the sailing conditions are so good that we can proceed in one time to Rota. So that's the small update for now. We are doing 7.4 knots speed over ground and we are having 12 knots of wind, so that's really good. We arrived yesterday evening in this anchorage, Laia de la Salle, instead of the anchorage in Bonanza. And as you can see, we are all alone here in this anchorage. I don't understand. There are so many boats in the marinas, and when you go out, you see no one. And there are so many great anchorages. Maybe it's because it's only still March, and in summer it looks completely different. We'll see this summer. Our anchorage was located between the town of Rota and the military base. The helicopters flew in and out all day. And there's a chopper. But in the evening, everything became quiet again. And now first some breakfast, and then I will call the marina of Rota if we can come in. I already made a reservation a few days ago. There was plenty of space, so that shouldn't be a problem. We are going to Rota to do the laundry, fill up our tanks with water, and pick up some grocery because we are running low on fresh fruit and vegetables. Here we go!
Anthony goes doing the check-in, and afterwards we're gonna tank some diesel.
They have B7, so that's diesel. After registering and stocking up on fuel, we could go to our berth. We were curious about what Rota had in store for us, so we quickly unloaded the bikes and off we went. Let's do some shopping.
Yeah, and explore the city maybe.
Rota is a nice town to spend a short holiday. There's a beautiful beach, nice sights and enough bars and restaurants in the center so that you do not have to go hungry or thirsty. But our task was to first replenish our pantry.
And we all arrived at the Mercadona.
Our favorite Spanish supermarket.
Yeah.
We have reached our maximum what we can carry on grocery. So let's go back to the boat.
Today, let's do some laundry.
Looks good, huh?
Yeah. So the machine started, and now we're gonna have a drink next door.
Good idea.
And coffee it is.
Strong coffee.
The butcher is doing good business.
Reminds me on the old days in Belgium, in our own town. Everything was nearby. A butcher store on one side of the street, a vegetable shop on the other side, small terrace nearby, and now it's all big supermarkets, and all these small shops disappear. And in the meantime, our laundry is ready. And although it is beautiful weather outside, with a little bit of wind,
excellent weather for drying outside, we decide to do our drying in a machine because it's only €1 for 8 minutes. So I think for €2 everything will be dry and it saves us a lot of time on board. So we have some more quality time. So the laundry is back in the closets, everything is cleaned up, and now we are heading back to town to have a tourist visit.
We have a free afternoon. Off we go.
We are so lucky with this weather. In Belgium it's raining and 15 degrees. What a beautiful castle, kept in such a good shape. That's why you stopped. After our afternoon visit to the old town, we went back to the boat to have dinner, and now we're gonna see how nightlife looks here in Rota. I'd expected a lot more people Saturday night.
The next morning we left Rota and sailed to the other side of the bay. I had made a reservation at the Cadiz marina for the next day, but first we stayed at anchor for another night. We always try to arrive at a marina before noon rather than in the evening. Because you pay per night, you get more value for money this way.
Good morning and welcome to our anchorage here nearby Cadiz. We had a good night of sleep, it was calm and no swell, so I made a good choice yesterday. My first choice was to go to an anchorage on the beach side of Cadiz because it's more beautiful than over here. But as soon as we left the harbor of Rota, there was a swell coming from the sea, and it should have been quite uncomfortable at the beach side. So I decided to change my plans and go to a small anchorage side of the traffic lane where the big boats go under the bridge. So it seems a little bit weird, but overall it was a really nice spot. So glad I made this choice.
And so we arrived at our destination for the next couple of days. Time to explore the area.
So this is a train station. Let's gather some information how we can get in Seville.
After gathering the necessary information, we headed back into town, and apparently there was something to do.
And this week is Holy Week here in Spain. There's definitely something going on out here.
Holy Week or Semana Santa is an event for which people from all over the world come to Spain, mainly to Seville, but this is also celebrated in Cadiz. During the period of Semana Santa, various brotherhoods solemnly perform penance and commemorate the Passion of Christ. The pointed hoods worn during the Semana Santa have a mystical meaning. By wearing the pointed hoods, one strives for a personal union of the soul with God. However, the Ku Klux Klan have taken over the pointed hats from the Spanish Brotherhood.
So now it's almost time to go to bed, because tomorrow morning it's gonna be an early morning. We have to rise and shine at 6:30.
Let's go to Seville.
We still had half a day before our niece arrived, so we paid a short visit to the center of the city.
Can you imagine how it was in the old days?
A little bit.
Yeah, you need a lot of imagination.
Here too a procession for Holy Week was planned and preparations were being made.
So here behind me in the chapel is one of the holy items that they use. So they are preparing everything to start this afternoon.
Seville has a rich history dating back to the 8th century before Christ as the site of the ancient Tartessian civilization. It was later conquered by the Romans and became an important city in their empire. In the 8th century, Seville was conquered by the Moors and became an important center of culture and trade. During the 15th and 16th century, Seville was one of the most important ports in the world and the center of Spain's American Empire, with ships sailing to Americas bringing back wealth and new ideas. The city has also played an important role in the Spanish history, including the Inquisition and the Civil War.
I just can't stop filming all these beautiful spots over here.
It's a nice town.
It's really beautiful. We just got a message that our niece is checked in on her plane in Brussels. There she is.
And after handling our family member with the necessary paperwork, we could start our way back to the marina. Next week at the Missy, we spent the week with our niece in the beautiful region around Cadiz, where we went sightseeing, going to the beach, did some sailing and enjoyed snacks and drinks on the many terraces. After the week's holiday, we continue along the coast of Spain. We celebrated Karen's birthday for the first time on board, and we go out with the monkeys in Gibraltar. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if so, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!